Hi, it's Steve from PartSelect. Today we're going to show you how to change the split ring bearing on your dryer, and it's a really easy job. All we're going to need is a number 2 Phillips screwdriver, a 5/16 nut driver, and a small flat blade screwdriver, a putty knife, and a pair of needle nose pliers. Let me show you how we do it. Now before we begin this repair, we will need to disconnect power to the dryer. So if it has a cord on it, simply unplug it. And if it's a hardwired dryer, you'll need to locate the fuse or breaker panel and turn the power off there. Our next step on this model will be to remove the lint screen from the top. Just take it out and set it aside. And that will expose 2 Phillips screws that go down through the main top into that filter housing. So we'll need to remove those 2 screws. Now with a thin putty knife, we're going to go in this gap between the main top and the front panel with a slight upward angle, about 2 inches in. You'll find a clip there. So just insert that putty knife in at an upward angle, depress this little locking tab. We'll need to just depress on that and then pull the main top forward and lift it up. Do the same on the opposite side. And then just raise the main top and then have some method to support that in an upright position. Now next we'll take a small flat blade screwdriver and we're going to locate the wire harness connector for the door switch, and we'll need to just raise the edges of that enough to disengage the locking tabs, and there are 2 of them, one on either side. So just raise that connector enough to disengage the locking tabs. And then separate it. Well, next we'll take a 5/16 nut driver and we're going to remove 2 screws at the top that secure that front panel to the cabinet. And now tilt that front panel forward while supporting the drum. And we'll lift up on both sides to disengage the clips at the bottom. And then just set the front panel aside. So just take a pair of needle nose pliers and gently squeeze those together and pop them down through the opening. And we can discard the old bearings. Now you may need to rotate the drum at this point, so just hold it against the back panel and gently rotate it. That'll give you access to the other half of that bearing. And we're simply going to take the new bearing, and you'll note that there is a raised edge on one side, and that will be towards the outside of the drum. So locate a spot where there are 2 of those rectangular holes close together. Insert clip into one of those, and then just rotate it around the drum, making sure that we fully insert those clips into the drum. And this is the clip that's going to pop up through that rectangular opening. So just snap them completely in so they lock in place. Just go around them, make sure they're all pressed firmly into place. And then we'll do the same with the other half. And once we verify that they're properly snapped into place, we can put the front panel back on. And you will note that there are two little hooks on either side that will fit into a rectangular slot at the bottom of this front panel. Now, to get those to engage, you will need to lift up on the drum and force it against the back bulkhead, and then lower that front panel onto those clips. And then ensure that the drum fits around the felt on the front panel. We can now put the two 5/16 retaining screws back into that front panel. And make sure that we tighten these screws securely so that we have no vibration when the dryer is running. Next, reconnect the harness connector to the door switch. Make sure it's fully inserted and that the little locking tabs both engage. We can then lower the main top down. And we're just going to pull that forward enough so that it clears those two clips. And then just give it a little sharp bump backwards. And then we'll install the two screws in the lint filter housing. Reinstall the lint filter. We're ready to reconnect the power, and our repair is complete.
I told you it was an easy job. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your repair.